morning, Foxies. Good evening or good afternoon. Good morning, Ryan. Hello, Alexandra. Hey, John. Hey, Jadra Goops. And Newfie Jack. Welcome. How are you guys doing today? How is your Tuesday morning? Did you survive Monday unscathed? Hey, Jack, how are you doing? So, I tell you what, the fire from Montana and that smoke are just wreaking havoc on me. Good. How are you doing? My eyes are burning so much from all the smoke that's in the air. You would think when you wake up that things would be good, right? Like your eyes would be fine and everything, but OMG, it's just like my eyes burn really, really bad. Jessica, thank you for the applause. Hi, how I haven't been here in a long time. Sif, how are you doing? Welcome back. How come you haven't been here for a while? Hmm? Hmm? Just wondering. Have you started school yet? I do remember you. Yeah, I just started school. It's boring. Oh no! Well, maybe you will get to the point where you're learning something new and it won't be as boring. Hmm? I mean, we can always hope. Maybe like after the first football game or something like that. Yo, Brendan Edney's in the house. School is boring. Well, it's one of those things you're gonna have to put up with. Who? Well, Brendan, I was saying hi to you. There might be somebody else with you. I don't know. Oh, Sif, you like the background? That is Pennywise. It is. Well, it is it. um, Opening this weekend. So that's gonna be fun. Brendan, thank you for inviting your fans. Irma. Irma is making its way, isn't it, Brendan? Category 4, gonna delete part of Florida. How do you feel about that? Are they making you leave yet? I think the Florida governor has already declared a state of emergency. Clown in the background. Jess, that's Pennywise from the movie It. We are doomed. I'm a few drive from the beach. Uh-oh. What? Get out the sandbags. Get out the plywood. Get out Get out the hurricane tools and start boarding stuff up. Hmm. Hello, bugs on the rainbow. How are you doing this morning? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Thank you for the 50 likes. We're gonna be at Grandma's in Winter Garden. How far is that from the beach? Because I don't. We'll take a look at the map because that's part of the news today. But we'll take a look at the map and see how far inland the hurricane is actually gonna reach. She lives in a place near Orlando. Is that still? We'll look at the map. We'll see how far. Yeah. So, should we do a test? Should we check to see if the profanity filter is still in effect or if it's been disabled? What do you guys think? Is it still in effect? Hey, Kiki! Bugs on a rainbow! Thank you for the love.
Deeply love you.
So, is that a yes to the test, Brendan, or yes, it's been fixed and it's active? I think we're to the point. I think you now finally figured out that that they disabled their profanity filter and it's back fixed. I tell you what, the Just Bob show last night was phenomenal because that chat filter was disabled and people were cussing and swearing up a storm. It certainly fit right into Bob's show, I tell you that. And it definitely was fun and entertaining. So, um, Iki, how are you doing today? How was your Monday? How's your Tuesday? Ronnie Brownie's in the house. Hello. Anime Kitty, thank you for inviting your fans. And Ronnie Brownie, thank you for inviting your fans. You're sick. Oh no. Well, I tell you what, Sif. So Montana has some forest fires, or a forest fire. There's a huge fire that's going on, and the smoke is blowing into Iowa. Yesterday, it was orange the entire day. There was so much smoke, and and to be quite honest, that all that smoke is killing my sinuses, and my eyes are just burning so bad. It's like right now, it's hard to keep them open. Oh, and they're watering so bad. It's like I don't know who's ever smoking needs to stop it. Put that cigarette out because I don't like. that's just me. But it is an eerie orange. The sunrise this morning was kind of a reddish orange, which is pretty cool. And it's gonna be like it looks like it's overcast, but it's a huge or an orange hue. I don't know. It's kind of creepy and kind of cool all at the same time. Hey, Ryan P, how are you doing? There's John R. So, kind of had some mixed reactions to the video that I posted on Instagram. It was titled "Pedo Pedo of YouNow." Um, poor Austin Yogurt was upset that is it Shade Saturday? He's the one that originally posted that video, and he's all upset because Michael and Mark P are supporters of Austin, and so Austin's all upset that people are just, what's wrong with people, and they can't just support him, and so it's like Austin is all upset that his pedo friends are being called out as pedophiles. Yeah, I hope so too, Anime Kitty. Like as soon as they put out the fire, and I think there's a fire in Canada too. We're kind of getting hit from two different locations. Canada is blowing down south into us, but a majority of it is coming from Montana. All right, should we do the national calendar of the day, everybody? Should we just get that out of the way? Hello, Ben. Welcome, welcome to the show. It's a slow show today. Off to a slow start. I don't want to do the news right now, Brendan. What I want to do is do this. If you guys come with me, you can float too. I don't know what's wrong with floating. Don't you guys want to float? All right, everybody. Into oh, that's not today's news, everybody. What? Where did that one come from? What? Hold on. I don't even know. So apparently, I've got a web browser open somewhere that I don't know about. Let's try this. There we go. That'll work. All right, everybody. So in today's news, that one. There we go. In the news, everybody, today is National Cheese Pizza Day. On September 5th, one of the most. No, it's not in the news. It's the National Day calendar. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. But on September 5th, one of the most popular varieties of pizza gets its day of honor. Yay! Hold the toppings, please. It's National Cheese Pizza Day. In ancient Greece, the Greeks covered their bread with oils, herbs, and cheese, which some believe is the beginning of the pizza. In Byzantine Greek, the word is spelled pita, meaning pie. Those look like hieroglyphics. I don't know. A sheet of dough topped with cheese and honey, then flavored with Baileys, was developed by the Romans. The modern pizza had its beginning in Italy as Neapolitan flatbread. The original pizza used only mozzarella cheese, mainly the highest quality buffalo mozzarella variant, which was produced in the surroundings of Naples. It was estimated that the annual production of pizza cheese in the United States in 1997 was 2 billion pounds. That's a lot of cheese for pizza, everybody. Hey, Ben, welcome. Are you finally here? The first United States pizza establishment opened in 1905 was in New York's Little Italy, and pizza has become one of America's favorite meals. How to observe National Cheese Pizza Day? Let me see. Order up or bake up your own cheese pizza to celebrate National Cheese Pizza. Today is also National Another Look Unlimited Day. But that doesn't even make any sense. National Another Look Unlimited Day is observed annually on the day after Labor Day. Are you feeling green? Have you collected more things around your house and need another spring cleaning? Oh, that's why you take another look. National Another Look Unlimited Day would be the perfect day. Spring cleaning meets fall cleaning. It is a day. It, my cat, what's in the button? It is a day to clean out the closets, purge the attic, donate toys and clothes, tidy up, clean up, and put to use those items that have a purpose. Well, Ronnie, I don't think it lets you cuss anymore. And hi, Ben. How are you doing? How was your day? And everybody, that was the National Day. um, it was a quickie. Yeah, it's over and done with. Yeah, Brownie, I think if you try to cuss, if you try to swear, it's not going to happen. So, Ben, how is your road to 3,000 going? Have you hit 3,000 fans yet? Oh, never mind. It's the road to 4,000. You've reached 3,000 and totally moved on. 3,630. You know, you probably, what you say, because we didn't hear. What didn't you hear? Wait, you heard the National Day calendar, right? Can you hear me now? All I said was that was the National Day calendar. It was really small today. And then I was asking Ben, oh, the flute was loud. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then I probably ought to turn, oh, that one's turned down. Hello, Crunch Bar. I was just complimenting Ben on his 3,630 fans and saying that probably today he could reach 4,000 at the rate he's going. Jinx is, she's sleeping over here. She keeps stretching out and picking my keyboard. So here she is, sleeping. Oh, there she is. Thanks, Crunch Bar. Let's see. All right. Oh, yep. Oh, busted. Oops, fake it. Anyway, that's Jinx. So let's do. Should we do everybody? Should we do the news now? What do you guys think? Do. Oh, that's not what I want. No, stop that. Um, it's this that I wanted. No, not that. Where? All right, here we go. Try this. So, everybody in the news today has been brought to you by the letters I, T, and N in the news. Yes, that's turn on CNN. Let's definitely turn it on, everybody. Um, no, I don't want that. So I'm struggling today, everybody, if you can tell. Actually, I want to move to this desk. Why is that not working? Hold on, everybody. That's obviously the wrong. What? There we go. That's in the news, everybody. So again, we get to the Washington Post that doesn't like people watching. But in the news today, everybody, over the weekend, North Korea conducted its most powerful nuclear test yet. Many analysts think North Korea is getting closer to being able to fire a nuclear warhead to the U.S. mainland. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, is calling for more sanctions against North Korea, saying the regime is begging for war. What's next for the main players? WW3. More than likely. The way North Korea is going, I think that they are begging for it. I should unblock ads. I don't know how to unblock ads. I'm sorry. So, next in the news is Hurricane Irma. Oh, there. So, oh my God. I'm struggling today, everybody. I apologize. This is horrible. it, 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 it's a struggle to get going this morning. So Hurricane Irma is moving across the Atlantic as a Category 4 storm with 130-mile-per-hour winds. Florida and Puerto Rico already have declared states of emergency. Forecasters say the storm looks incredibly likely to hit the east coast of the U.S. somewhere between South Florida and the Carolinas. Isn't that going to be fun? So let's get the sound in here. They've got a little video. Let's pull that in. Let's see what they have to say.
Preparations underway in Florida. People are snatching up water and other supplies in advance of Irma. And we, of course, are going to keep you in the loop on everything Irma in the coming days. Now, let's talk about the cone of uncertainty. First of all, the cone represents the probable track of the
Aquaman
center
will
of the
protect
tropical
you.
system.
Alright,
Not
good.
the definite track, but the probable track. There is room for variations here. So Irma has made it to Category 5 in status. It's expected to weaken. Still going to be a very powerful storm at Category 4. Now, let's talk about some of the things in place that are going to be steering Irma. The high that you see there on the right side of your screen is a major player in all of this. But there is the potential of a low dropping into the southeastern United States, and that could determine where the turn to the north happens. So we've still got some uncertainty of where that is actually going to occur. Here is a look at the latest spaghetti plot models. You can see many of them do take a very sharp northward turn and go up into Florida, but some lean a little bit more westward and head out into the Gulf. So a ways to go with this. You're going to keep hearing us say that over and over again, but the point is, get prepared.
So, Brendan, if you go to Orlando, it almost looks like the path it's gonna take it right over you. Good luck with that. So Irma is a Category 3 hurricane and is expected to strengthen. Hurricane watches have been issued for portions of the Leeward Islands. Irma will move close to the Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico into midweek, and then near Hispaniola, the Turks, the Caicos, Cuba, and the Bahamas late week into next weekend. Next weekend into early next week, Irma will turn north, potentially impact a portion of the U.S. coastline. It's too soon to know exactly what impacts to expect in the U.S. and where they will occur. So, good luck to the people in Florida and along the coastline. Hopefully it won't be. What was your last flood that you guys had? The last hurricane that came your guys' way? Because you guys got whomped on before, didn't you? Hurricane Matthew. So firefighters are making progress as they battle the La Tuna fire, the biggest ever in Los Angeles County. At one point, it engulfed 7,000 acres in the Verduga Mountains north of downtown Los Angeles. Cooler temperatures and brief showers assisted the battle against the 7,000-acre fire in the Verduga Mountain. The 210 freeway was reopened and all evacuation orders were lifted Sunday evening. Governor Jerry Brown declared a state of emergency in LA County as firefighters continued to battle the fire. The La Tuna fire destroyed 3 homes and shut down the freeway. The fire, which broke out Friday, was 30% contained Sunday night. Full containment of the fire is expected within 3 or 4 days, officials have said. Scary. So the 210 freeway has reopened and all evacuation orders were lifted Sunday evening as firefighters were assisted by cooler temperatures and brief showers in the battle against the 7,003-acre brush fire in the Verdugo Mountains north of downtown Los Angeles. All but one lane of the freeway, which was shut down between the 2 freeway and Wheatland Avenue, reopened about 6:30 p.m. Sunday, Coltrane spokesman Lauren Wunder said. One lane in each direction between Lowell Avenue and Sunland Boulevard will remain open. Betcha that sucked for traffic. I didn't make the video, James. Shade Saturday posted that. I just reposted it. Too bad I can't have pizza. Why not, Support Squad? Matt? It's just cheese pizza. It'd be pretty easy to make. I mean, I didn't make it, but, I've been calling out. And to be honest, you can't really call them pedophiles because they don't actually have physical access to the people that they are preying on. They are predators, though. And the vegan dude was definitely calling out a couple of them, but there's definitely more than just those two. Oh, you're lactose intolerant. Don't they make don't they have lactose intolerant cheese now? Yeah, YouNow is really slow today. RDK, um, I think it's because school has started. That's really kind of slowing things down quite a bit. So it was all a dream. President Trump is expected to announce today that he is ending DACA, the Obama-era program that stops deportation of people who came into the country illegally as children. They're dreamers, and ultimately grants them work permits. About 800,000 undocumented immigrants are benefiting from DACA. Trump has decided to end DACA with 6-month delay. Senior White House aides met Sunday afternoon to discuss how to roll out the controversial move affecting hundreds of thousands of dreamers. Presidential Donald Trump has decided to end the Obama-era program that grants work permits to undocumented immigrants who arrived in the country as children, according to two sources familiar with his thinking. Senior White House aides huddled Sunday afternoon to discuss the rollout of the decision, likely to ignite a political firestorm and fulfill one of the president's core campaign promises. The administration's deliberations on the issue have been fluid and fast-moving, and the president has faced strong warnings from members of his own party not to scrap the program. But you know what? If you're here illegally, you're here illegally. If you want to be a U.S. citizen, there are rules, there are procedures in place to do that. Saying that it's unconstitutional. Unfortunately, the United States Constitution does not apply to foreigners. They don't get to benefit from our Constitution until they become a U.S. citizen. I mean, if you're visiting, some things apply, but if you're here illegally, I'm sorry, the Constitution, it doesn't apply to you. You're not an American citizen. Murdy, thank you for becoming a fan.
I just went to the...
Oh, this is interesting. So Obama left a letter. Dear Mr. President, President Obama left a handwritten letter in the Oval Office for incoming President Trump. CNN got a copy of the letter, which begins, Dear Mr. President, congratulations on the remarkable run. Millions have placed their hopes in you, and all of us, regardless of party, should hope for expanded prosperity and security during your tenure. And so, exclusive, read the Inauguration Day letter Obama left from. Well, so far, Matt, Hurricane Irma is listed as a Category 3. It's expected to reach Category 4 by the time it hits the United States. So it is gaining strength. They are anticipating it to be a Category 5 by the time it makes its way up to the United States. But right now, at least according to the Weather Channel, which we just read, um, it was a Category 3. See, Irma is a Category 3, but it is expected to strengthen. And they don't really know for sure. Um, they're gonna know more by the end of the week. There are so many predictions on where it's gonna make landfall in the United States, and because there's a high pressure system up to the north that can affect a lot of things about the path of the storm and its strength. Fox is in the news. Yes, and so here's a video on the letter that Obama left for Trump on inauguration.
I just went to the Oval Office and found this beautiful letter from President Obama. It was really very nice of him to do that, and we will cherish that. We will keep that, and we won't even tell the press what's in that letter.
That was President Trump talking about the parting letter President Obama left for him on the day of his inauguration. President Obama seen here through the window of the Oval Office, slipping the letter into the Resolute desk. It was addressed to Mr. President. President Trump has shown the letter to White House visitors, and now, for the first time, CNN has an exclusive look at the contents of that special letter in which President Obama offered congratulations and some words about the office. I will read it for you now in full. Congratulations on a remarkable run. Millions have placed their hopes in you, and all of us, regardless of party, should hope for expanded prosperity and security during your tenure. This is a unique office without a clear blueprint for success, so I don't know that any advice from me will be particularly helpful. Still, let me offer a few reflections from the past 8 years. First, we've both been blessed in different ways with great good fortune. Not everyone is so lucky. It's up to us to do everything we can to build more ladders of success for every child and family that's willing to work hard. Second, American leadership in this world really is indispensable. It's up to us through action and example to sustain the international order that's expanded steadily since the end of the Cold War and upon which our own wealth and safety depend. Third, we are just temporary occupants of this office. That makes us guardians of those democratic institutions and traditions like rule of law, separation of powers, equal protection, and civil liberties that our forebears fought and bled for. Regardless of the push and pull of daily politics, it's up to us to leave those instruments of our democracy at least as strong as we found them. And finally, take time in the rush of events and responsibilities for friends and family. They'll get you through the inevitable rough patches. Michelle and I wish you and Melania the very best as you embark on this great adventure, and know that we stand ready to help in any ways which we can. Good luck and Godspeed, B.O. Barack Obama.
Well, there you go. I don't have much to say about that. Um,
The
hey,
Justice
Andy,
Department
welcome.
revealing it
Oh,
has found no evidence, zero evidence.
uh, I'm not going to do much talking um, about Trump or Obama. So, moving on. Extra, read all about it. The New York Daily News reportedly has been sold to media company Trump for $1. Cost of a copy of the Daily News, and will take on the newspaper's millions in debt. The Daily News was once the country's highest circulating paper and has seen sales decline as more people get their news online. Trump also publishes the LA Times and the Chicago Tribune. Luke, thank you for the 400 likes. And thank you for inviting your fans. So late Monday, Trump, the media company formerly known as Tribune Publishing, agreed to buy the storied New York tabloid The Daily News, reportedly for $1. And it will take on the newspaper's millions in debt. Real estate magnate Mortimer Zuckerman bought the Daily News in 1993 for $36 million, but has been exploring a sale in recent years as the internet and social media have eaten into newspaper profits, and amid a costly rivalry with fellow New York tabloid The New York Post, controlled by Rupert Murdoch. Trunk was published, uh, Trunk, which publishes the Los Angeles Times and Chicago Tribune, will now own newspapers in each of the three biggest city U.S. media markets. All right, let's take a look at. Okay, so this report about Hurricane Irma was published yesterday at 8:30 a.m. So where is Hurricane Central? Here we go. Let's see if we can find out what they say. U.S. danger, Hurricane Irma, 175 miles per hour, Cat 5. Hurricane Irma strengthens to Category 5, updated hours ago.
Breaking news, Hurricane Irma is now a Category 5 hurricane. The hurricane hunters flew in and found it to be very, very powerful with maximum sustained winds of 175 miles per hour. So this storm is no joke. It's continuing to move off to the west at 14 miles per hour. Certainly concerns for the Leeward Islands. You can see that Puerto Rico is included in a hurricane warning, but we also now have a hurricane watch out for the Dominican Republic. Now here is a look at the forecast path for Irma. It is expected to hold on to Category 5 in status, at least through early on Thursday. Then it's going to be expected to do some weakening, but still Category 4 is very powerful and quite dangerous. So don't get caught up in the categories is what we're trying to say here. Also, I want to point this out to you too. Check this out, because this is showing the hurricane force winds roughly about 300 miles across. That is something to take note of for sure as we continue to watch the storms approach to Puerto Rico. Catastrophic wind damage, life-threatening storm surge, waves, and flooding rain. People are very concerned about it and going ahead and stocking up on necessary supplies. We've seen that as well happening in the United States. But right now, the forecast models for the United States are not all in complete agreement with Irma's path.
All right, well, there you go, everybody. As Ryan says, he's going to be wiped off of the map. And it's not funny. I apologize, Ryan. Maybe you should visit friends somewhere else until the storm blows itself out. and you're in a flood zone. Not a place to be. Carrie, thank you for inviting your fans. What do we have? What's next, everybody? Oh yeah, this is interesting. Beats Studio. Good luck a few days from now, Ryan. Yeah, going to hit Florida and the East Coast. Yeah. So Beats has released a new pair of $350 wireless noise-canceling headphones today. The Beats Studio 3 look like the previous models, but come with Apple's W1 chip. More advanced noise cancellation, redesigned internals, and longer battery life. $350? So after more than 3 years, Beats has finally updating its top-tier studio headphones. The new Studio 3 wireless headphones available beginning today from Apple and other retailers cost $349.95 and improve the previous models by adding Apple's W1 chip, more noise cancellation, redesigned internals, and longer battery life. They still very much look like Beats and, at least in terms of appearance, aren't much changed from the company's other current products or the Studio wireless headphones they replaced. Studio 3 wireless are basically a larger over-the-ear version of the Solo 3 wireless. Beats will offer them in a range of 6 colors, and my favorite of them, the gray with gold accents, is among 2 limited edition designs. Beats says the ear cushions have been improved so as to be more comfortable for all-day wear. Yeah, $350. I guess if you have money to burn, money to spend, there you go. Especially if you're like in the music industry. Yeah, I suppose that would definitely would be worth it. You get the best, highest quality, so you don't have to suffer. Especially if like the earmuffs, the parts going around the ear, uh, make it more comfortable. So no major movies were released on Labor Day weekend for the first time in 25 years. Revenue was between 90 and 100 million, down 22% from 2016, and making it the worst Labor Day since 1998. It's been a difficult summer for Hollywood with overall box office revenue down. Actually, it's been a difficult summer for a lot of us, so welcome to the club, box office. Apparently, nobody is immune to those effects. They're so worth the money, Ryan. My old hair hasn't broken here. I've also heard the beats aren't worth the money. But I mean, if they've got a strong design, I suppose, and they last for a while. Because, but my World of Warcraft headset, I think I had them for like 8 years. So I, I would, I would say that's pretty good quality. And I think they were $150. Did you walk around with those? No, no. Well, you're off my Christmas card list. Dang it. So, box office, The Hitman's Bodyguard wins worst Labor Day in 20 years with $13.4 million. Oh no! The reason for the downturn? There were no new major releases on the holiday marquee. The Labor Day box office was anything but a picnic, capping a difficult summer that saw revenue and attendance plummet. Revenue for the 4-day holiday weekend will land between 93 million and 96 million, down as much as 26% from 2016 and marking the worst Labor Day frame since 1998 or 96, when revenue topped out at 95.2 million and 90.6 million respectively, according to ComScore. Final numbers for this year will be tallied today. Wonder why they didn't release it. Yeah, I don't know, Carrie. I don't know. Labor Day is it's a day to release movies. I don't know.
Truly.
Carrie, thank you for the love.
Love you.
Yeah, it definitely is poor timing. Somebody either dropped the ball or weren't really thinking very well. And the culprit for this downturn, well, there weren't any new wide releases. At the same time, it could have been much worse. Many thought it would be the slowest Labor Day in 25 years or more. The traffic at the multiplex was heavier than expected. Hollywood may have to abandon Labor Day, but consumers didn't. Oh, there you go. Malik Trevin, thank you for the love.
Deeply. Love you.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Thank you for the stars, Carrie. So, Leo the Joker, Leo DiCaprio, is the favorite to replace Jared Leto in the role of the iconic Batman villain, the Joker, in an upcoming origin movie. Set in the 1980s, the film is described as a gritty, realistic crime drama set in the underworld of Gotham City that will explain how bullying shaped the villain's twisted psyche. So, Leo went from Bearman to Batman. By bringing in Martin Scorsese as a producer, the studio hopes to use the legendary filmmaker to lure his longtime collaborator into the world of comic book franchises. Martin Scorsese making a DC comic movie. What? Strawberries and bananas? No. Batman and the Joker. When news broke late last week that Warner Brothers is developing a movie detailing the origin story of Batman nemesis the Joker, many were surprised to see the name Martin Scorsese listed among the producers. After all, why would the 74-year-old auteur filmmaker behind everything from Taxi Driver to Silence be interested in making the kind of studio franchise fare he has avoided throughout his career? And why would Warner executives, as brand managers of the extended DC Comics Cineverse universe, want a legendary, controlling, and free-spending talent involved in its marquee property? Yeah, can you see Leo DiCaprio as the Joker? I I I don't know. Good luck with that. And they better make it right, damn it. If they ruin it, I'm gonna be upset. Malik Brevin, thank you for becoming a fan. He's such a good actor, so yeah, well, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they don't ruin it. So Prince William and wife Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, are expecting their third child. They already have two kids, 4-year-old Prince George and 2-year-old Prince Charlotte. As with her other pregnancies, Kate is suffering from hyperemesis gravidarum, a form of severe morning sickness. Well, that sucks, Kate. Well, Their Royal Highness the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are very pleased to announce that the Duchess of Cambridge is expecting their third child. A statement from Kensington Palace released Monday morning said, "The Queen and members of both families are delighted for the news." During her first two pregnancies, Kate, 35, battled acute morning sickness, also known as those big words. She is also afflicted with a condition during this pregnancy, according to the statement. As a result, she canceled a planned appearance on Monday morning. As with her previous two pregnancies, the Duchess is suffering from acute morning sickness. Her Royal Highness will no longer carry out her planned engagement at the house at the Hornsey Road Children's Centre in London. Kate is understood to be less than 3 months pregnant. The palace made the announcement early because of her illness. Last time, when she was pregnant with Prince Charlotte, Kate was also cared for at home at apartment 1A of the palace. The birth will relegate Prince Harry, who is visiting Manchester today, down to 6th in line to the throne. So, uh, I think key takeaway here is Kate has morning sickness. I'd have morning sickness too if I woke up next to him. That's not very nice. He's the prince. Puke fest, poor thing. I know. Probably lots of dehydration. Yeah. Hello, Ranja. How are you? Oh, she makes pretty babies. Yep. And purple, the royal purple color seems to be her color as well. Good job at her. And that, everybody, is what's in the news. Like that. So, everybody, that has been your daily dose of news. I hope you enjoyed it. Now back to your regularly scheduled broadcast. They are meh to me. And the prince is lame also. Well, I don't know what to say, Brendan. Oh, I forgot to spin the globe, everybody. Sorry. OMG, Carrie. Thank you for the 2,000 likes. I certainly hope that was a spin. Thank you so much. Whoops. We're stuck in a loop. So, was that 2,000 likes for the royals? You like the prince and the princess? Brendan, thank you for the reply. So, Dad has had hip replacement surgery. He had that, actually had it a while ago. Yesterday, he was working on the rider mower and popped his hip out of place. And my newsworthy skills. Um, I'm struggle reading the news. All the words are turning blurry. It was a struggle. Hey, Hostess Factory. Guess what? They they turned the profanity filter back on. They, the YouNow employees finally came back to work after the holiday weekend and finally realized that stuff wasn't turned on. But I tell you what, Bob's broadcast last night was really lit. They need to turn that filter off more often. But yeah, I, I don't know what he was doing, but he was on the ground where he was working on the deck and popped his hip out. So now he's struggling today. He finally got it popped back in, but he's sore, which I suppose he's dealing with a dislocation. Uh, Basically dislocated his hip, so I suppose the tendons or the cartilage around the hip is probably sore. He's gonna be sore for a while. Yeah, he was sitting in the chair last night, and he got up to go to bed, and he just looked painful. It took him forever to get up out of the chair. Poor guy. Yeah, so lots of people, or there've been a few people that have watched the video that I put on my Instagram yesterday. I think that it kind of triggered Austin Yogurt.
Truly,
Harry, thank you for the love.
deeply love you.
Because Austin he made a post on Twitter, um, about he would always defend his family, his squad, and how dare people say bad things about them. But Mark Paley and Michael, those are just two of the suspected, and they're not really pedophiles because they don't have physical access. They should be referred to as predators because they are preying on the vulnerabilities of the young. And I really wish YouNow would do more to protect them, especially when they turn, uh, they turn a blind eye to people like Devin Corwin, who sit there and show porn on their broadcasts all the time. Mark Paley is 56, but he says he's like 39. Yeah, he does lie about his age. He says, he says that he works for NASA, but he actually works for a chemical company that just contracts for NASA. So I think it's a little misleading. Rocker Kitty, thank you for inviting your fans. Yeah, here we are, Becca. Hey, Rocker Kitty, doing pretty good. Struggling through the smoke that's coming from Montana. It is wreaking havoc on my sinuses and burning my eyes. They, my eyes are so bloodshot this morning. Becca, thank you for the 50 likes. And my nose is all plugged up and my sinuses are running. I don't do well with smoke. And yesterday was all orange and hazy all day. It looked really eerie. I haven't poked my nose outside this morning to see what it looks like, but I suspect it's going to be more of the same. It was really kind of cool. The sun was trying to shine through. Yeah, the filter. It it just made it look really, really orange. And it was really bizarre. Can I kiss it better? You can try, Becca. There's a there's like a forest fire in Montana. The trees are burning and the winds are pushing the smoke into Iowa. And apparently there's also fires in Canada as well, and the winds are getting pushed down into Iowa. But a majority of the smoke is coming from Montana. Illinois and others are passing laws in defense of the gay panic and trans panic bill, saying you can't kill a gay person out of fear. And well, good for them. I mean, how that can be a legal defense is just it's just stupid to me. What's what's going on, girl? Oh my God, what was that? Are you all right? What happened? That wasn't me. Uh, I don't really know what happened. I think the fleas are back. I I don't know. I, I touched her tail. Yeah, that was Jinx, and it almost looked like she had a cramp or something. I don't know. Oh my God. Can I see? That was actually kind of scary. Her head is like her eyes were rolled back. I don't know. The cat looked at you when she did that. I cut my life into pieces. Thank you for becoming a fan. What? I just gave her a bath this weekend with flea and tick shampoo. I Come here, lay down. I think I'm gonna have to go on a huge cleaning spree because I think the fleas are back. Poor kitty. And I don't know what that horrendous meow was all about. It was kind of scary. Is she possessed? She kind of acted like it. It was scary. So if you guys think that was scary listening to it from your end, um, imagine, can you afford the 3-month front lice dose? I gave that to her. It didn't do much. My dog is more loyal than this show. I would believe that. Hostess factor. The fleas jumped onto you. That wasn't me screaming. No, she wasn't dreaming. She was awake. The cat was like, what was that? Works for our dogs and cats. Well, let's see. It's a... Oh, it's not Frontline. It's Hertz Ultra Guard. It says one spot, flea egg and flea larvae treatment for cats and kittens. Oh, so this is egg treatment. And frontline, huh? I just hope the fleas didn't jump onto you. You gotta be careful there. It's Hertz Ultra Guard. It's supposed to prevent the eggs and larvae for 30 days. Do frontline? Alright. Frontline is the worst. Alright, so let's Google best flea treatment for cats. There we go. Entirely Pets. The 10 best flea treatments for dogs and cats. That might do it. Well, don't put your butt up at me if you're gonna scowl like that again. Or howl or do whatever. So the first thing that they say is Frontline Plus. This topical formula works to repel fleas and other pests for up to 30 days by using fipronil and S-methadone. This medication works to comprehensively eliminate all fleas on your dog or cat. This treatment kills all life stages of fleas of your pets and prevents reinfestation. Frontline Plus is easy to use and waterproof to ensure that it remains effective for the full 30-day period. The other stuff can be dangerous. Don't think it did a job if she's still... I know, even the... I mean, I gave her the bath over the weekend, and it killed lots of fleas. Yeah, and that screaming... So I have a wire brush. I was brushing her with this, and I wasn't brushing her hard, but I had this brush that I was brushing the hair off with, and it got down to her tail, and that's when I don't know what she did. The cheap stuff can cause fevers, etc. You're looking for $60 for 3 one-month applications? Yeah, she's definitely sore. She's got well, not a sore spot. She's got a very itchy spot by her tail. And that actually went away after I gave her the bath. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it almost looked like she was having a muscle spasm, and her eyes rolled up in her head. I don't know. It was creepy. Poor girl. All right, we will get Frontline Plus. But Frontline Plus, I didn't see any of that. I maybe go look at Baumgars and see if Baumgars. That's like a farm implement. They've got a whole pet section. That's where I got the shampoo. I'll have to see if I can find Frontline Plus. No, shut up, Brendan. You're a weird dog. I eat panda. I'm actually a red panda, so if the vets here in town are just like the stores. They jack up the prices on everything. To be honest, I would be afraid to go there. But so I went to this entirelypets.com They've got a shop now for Frontline Plus. Frontline Plus for dogs, $37.49 for 3 months. Let's see. Frontline Plus for dogs, Don't, don't you have something for Frontline Plus for dogs? How about Frontline Plus for cats? Don't want dogs. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with dogs. I have cats. Frontline Plus for cats. Here we go. $36.99. That's for a 3 month supply. Oh, it was $48.99. Kills fleas, flea eggs, and larvae. Tick and chewing lice. Fast-acting, long-lasting, waterproof. Kills ticks, including those that may transmit Lyme disease. All right, there we go. Gotta make sure you get the weight of Jinx on point. They don't have. See, for the dogs they had different weights, but for the cat, they just have like one. I mean, they don't have anything based on weight for cats. But they did when it took me to the front line for the dogs. It had front line based on different weights. So I love how we're all going deep into this. Well, I tell you what, that howl, I, I think I got everybody's attention. I don't know. Must have hit a spot. Must have hit something. I don't know. It pretty much triggered her, though, didn't it? All right, so everybody, I think I'm going to end the broadcast here. Um, Actually, I think I'm going to go to the store and see if I can pick up Frontline from the store. Then clean your bedding and wash the floors twice a week to make sure they're all gone. And went upstairs. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I've got rugs that are laid down. I think those are going to get washed. I was thinking the bedding, uh, I mean, they've been washed recently, but I think after giving her a bath, I think they need to be washed again because she doesn't come up under the bed anymore. So maybe that's where they're coming from. I don't know. I don't think they're biting me. Although every little thing, like the fan blowing on the hairs on my arms, makes it feel, I've got like the itchies because I just think that I have fleas now, but I don't know that I actually do. Ugh, I didn't see you check your sock line. My sock lines are just fine, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting bit. Oh, you didn't see your notifications till, oh, well, I'm sorry, Beckham. It would have been nice if you were here, because it was a slow start. It still is a slow start. there's a guy pretending to be a Tin Man. He's got a metal mask on that's ahead of him. And I have the date. Sure. Yeah, it's like you see them even if they aren't there. Yeah, it's like I just feel stuff crawling on me now. And especially like last night or actually the night before when there was a bug crawling on my face while I was sleeping that woke me up. That wasn't very fun. Okay, go. Yeah, I definitely think that school starting has definitely put the kibosh on a lot of YouNow broadcasters, at least having the attendance. It was more lit and better last night, so I think I see Pennywise behind you. Yes, you do. We are getting ramped up, getting excited for. It was great the swear filter was off. Getting getting ramped up and ready for it opening on Thursday. Yeah, there will be uh, a new Pennywise tomorrow. Yeah, the swear filter being turned off last night made Just Bob Show made his broadcast lit, very entertaining and funny. And it was kind of funny, like Brent Morgan music was playing, and there weren't too many people swearing in his broadcast. So apparently Brent doesn't play that game. Can they do that on YouTube then? Um, so the stream from YouNow that goes to YouTube, you don't see the text. So, that really didn't affect our YouTube very much. Except, you still can't really do a lot of swearing on YouTube. Hey, Foxy, what the chat filter was off last night? Yeah, Mellow. Yeah, they found that out at like after the half-hour mark in my broadcast, and it just the quality of the chat just kind of died. But then everybody went to Just Bob's show, and good lord, it was crazy. It upsets me to hear about it. To be quite honest, it was funny. the, the people finding the ways. And not only was the chat filter, not the profanity filter being disabled, but it allowed you to post phone numbers as well. So people were posting up phone numbers, and Bob had a good point that just because you could do it didn't mean that you weren't going to get in trouble for doing it. But to be honest, I think the moderators, I think YouNow is too lazy to go looking through chat. People that are posting phone numbers. I don't even know that YouNow records chat, that they could even go back to look at it. So I doubt that anybody's going to get in trouble for it. Yeah, I told Bob that I was going to report everybody for inappropriate content, for swearing, and everybody would get banned today for it. Hey, Average Tom, welcome. I was working. Hopefully, I'll catch him some other time. Yeah, he's off for the next 3 days, and of course the profanity filter is back on. So yeah, we tested that this morning. Average Tom, thank you for the 400 likes. Led Zeppelin, thank you for inviting your fans. When does it premiere in America? Special premiere Thursday. We got 2 more days. I'm hoping that they got the codes and maybe we can watch the movie tonight. I think that would be special employee only preview of it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm hoping. Yeah, Zeppelin, the chat filter, the profanity filter was broke. Well, not broke, it was turned off. And OMG, I had to rein in the chat in my broadcast because it was getting out of hand. But then just Bob's show, it was so lit. We all confessed our love for Fox and what we wanted to do with him over a half hour. Yeah. And they were very explicit on what they wanted to do. Fox, do you work for the company making it? No, Average Tom, I don't. Um, I do I do computer work for the movie theater, and the manager lets me instead of paying me for that computer work, he lets me go to the movies for free. How the hell does it get turned off? Sleepy Becca, I'm sure they were either I suspect they were either probably trying to update it or somebody just got stupid and hit the wrong switch. I don't know. Or they could have been hacked. I mean, who knows? And they just weren't paying attention. And because it was Labor Day, everybody was probably off. And so and it, it basically stayed broke until they came back to work this morning. Yeah, being able to use profanity, uh, it made the roasting even worse last night. Everyone who abused it will be banned at a later date. Yeah, Zeppelin, there'll be a 48-hour ban on everybody that was spouting profanity last night. It was pretty funny. I mean, people were coming up with some pretty good zingers in Bob's show. And Bob was he was having a grand old time. He was enjoying it. He was excited. If they do record chat, they should put it in replays. Yeah, I know, Luke. That's why I say I don't think they record the chat. So have you now banned profanity? Average time they have a profanity filter. Um, and I'm not sure what all that they ban, but like you can't. It won't let you use Bob's name because it thinks Bob is like profanity for boobs. Um, you can't use you can't type fate because it contains the word fat, and you can't harass people by calling them fat. Um, and then of course the swear words, the profanity. Oh, see, Luke, so maybe they were updating their profanity filter. Fat Bob. Well, like it won't let you like when you're trying to share just a Bob show, So try to share Just Bob's show and put in the text, come see Just Bob's show, and it can't. It won't let you. You can't add the heart by itself. What? Yeah, I see that fat isn't blocked. So maybe they were updating something and broke. I don't know. I mean, that was my thought. I figured they're either testing something, or they're changing something, or they were updating it, and it didn't go the way that they expected, and so it took them a while to get it figured out and get it back to working properly. Daddy's eating all our food. Just because I mentioned that doesn't mean that you guys have to fat shame. I mean, just so everybody, I'm going to end the broadcast. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go get some flea and tick medication. Gonna see if I can find Frontline Plus for cats, and instead of getting flea eggs and flea larva treat, I obviously grabbed the wrong thing. Average time, are you now banned in chat? No, not banned in chat, just either Frontline or Advantix. Alright. Not hurts. Because apparently it hurt. Hearts. Hearts hurt. Are you seeing my insults? Nope. I'm not seeing it. Of course, sometimes I don't know, their chat is kind of screwed up, and I don't see half of the text that's supposed to come through anyway. This is the only time more money means better. Well, more money that they spend. Well, more. Oh no, with the flea stuff. So who's buying me pizza? Um, who's buying me pizza is the bigger question. Alex, thank you for the love.
Truly. Deeply. Love you.
Alright, everybody, I think this would be a good time to go because my camera just locked up. So, everybody, I hope you have a good day. Happy Tuesday. Um, eat a cheese pizza. It is Cheese Pizza Day. So, National Cheese Pizza Day. Have a cheese pizza. And to be honest, you really need to put some kind of meat on it. Pepperoni, beef. Make it a meat lovers. Knowing mother, look at your tweet now. Alright, will do. Really, Jamie Norwood? See, yeah, I don't even know what to say. You come in and harass and you do stupid shit. Do you just really want attention? You want that attention? Well, guess what? I'm not going to give it to you. Why don't you go find someone else to harass, alright? You're going to watch the original right after. I can go for a fat. No. You like the original It. The made-for-TV version? Eh. Not the best. So, Jamie Norwood, you are now blocked. You don't get to see my Twitter. How do you like that? So tweet all the way. Have fun. Thank you for making my block list. What happened? Well, Jamie Norwood tweeted just to be a jerk, apparently. Why you have to go and do that, huh? That's fine, Zeppelin. You delete it? Now I block. What? He posted it on his Twitter and he added me. So it just showed up in my notification. And that's fine, Zeppelin. I appreciate the gesture. I love the support, but you know, if you're taking hate because of it, by all means, change it back. Change it to something else. That's all right. Yeah, because people are dumb. Jamie Norwood is a good example. So the next time Jamie comes into the chat with a new account, get around the block, let me know. Because Jamie is now on the list for permanent block in all iterations. Good morning, Marmar. Just in time to say goodbye. And the the chat profanity filter is turned back on. They've got it fixed, just so you know. No, he just posted a link to the software to Fight Club, Fox Club, and added me. And like, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to be a dick? Why do you have to be an asshole? Why do you have to do something like that? You can't stand the fact that somebody else is having a good time, trying to do something different than from what everybody else is doing, so you want to ruin that for them? I'm sorry that your life sucks that bad that you have to drag everybody else down with you. I feel sorry for you, but I'm not going to put up with it. You know, go hate on somebody else. Go try and ruin somebody else's life. Go somewhere else. Alright, everybody. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go get some flea medication for Jinx. You guys take care. I hope you have a good day. And I will see you tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. You guys stay positive.